Good evening, friends. You're all good guys? Okay. First of all, I would like to greet the Chief Executive, CEO, Mr. Andrew Phillips of Penguin, and my friend Mr. Udayan Mitra, and all of you. I think there are a number of others, lot of students. Students, please lift your hand. How many students are there? So I have to shape my lecture for you. Okay. Friends, when I see lot of young friends in front of me and also above, attending Penguin Annual Lecture 2012, I thought of sharing the essence of talk that I have designed on the subject Beyond 2020, Sustainable Development Mission for the Nation and Nations, not only nation, nations. Dear young friends and experienced, sustainable development profile of a nation depends or governs on three aspects. Number one, a steady economic growth with minimum variation. For example, a 9% GDP of a nation with a variation, allowable variation 1.5 to about 2%. That means steady economic growth, minimum variation. Second one, normally the job profile is the function of technology, nature of business, and market aspirations. The sustainability provides continuous income and growth assurance in such a situation. That means sustainability. That is sustainability. As you see it in the slide, next one, C, I'm going to tell you, for millions of years, humanity has always been taking more and more of the resources from the planet Earth. Do you agree? We were only takers. At no time we gave anything to the earth to reinforce it. Time has come to take less and less from the nature by recycling of water and a better and better environment like increased density of the forest area. If we achieve with these three areas I have explained, if we achieve sustainability, that is A plus B plus C, but that's what you are seeing, then it will lead to a well-being of the people and continuous growth of relatively. Well-being of the people happens if A plus B plus C happens. Is it sufficient? Question is it sufficient? Friends, I was thinking on this mission of sustainable growth of the nation, what is the role of publishing house like Penguin Books India? Penguin's a great name. Apart from sustainability, A plus B plus C, the researchers' experiences, success stories, failure analysis about people behind all the events have been presented in the form of books. And also e-books, so that publishing houses becomes a partner in the sustainable development of a nation. Do you agree? Publishing house, after all, is a knowledge providers. I shared with you these three aspects of sustainable development leading to well-being of the people and continuous growth. But one important message I would like to share with this audience and the Penguin Books of India, that is India also needs sustainability in the value system. This nobody talks about it. Sustainability in value system. I have seldom come across such type of books which will have an impact on our youth and experienced. So this is the summary of my talk, okay? Today, Penguin's annual lecture, Beyond 2020, Sustainable Mission for the Nation, will provide four new thoughts and actions needed for sustainable development of the nation for prosperous, happy, and peaceful transformation. Now, before that, I want to tell you a story. You know, in 1990s, I was addressing in Ahmedabad an audience of 85,000 students. when I was in the middle of the talk, one girl got up. She said, Mr. Kalam, tell me, when I can sing a song of India? She asked me, when I can sing a song of India? I didn't understand what this girl says. Then I called her dais. Tell me what you mean. She told me, so, I have a friend in America. In United States, he's assistant professor. And he's my elder brother. This guy, every Friday evening, calls my father, mother, and me, and he gives a story how America is beautiful, how American roads are beautiful, how American river is beautiful, how American way of life is beautiful. That is one telling, my brother telling. I'm fed up, uncle. That's why I want to see when I can sing. My brother sing a song of America. I want to sing a song of India. How to do that? She asked. No, it's a fantastic question at the time. At the time only we introduced India 2020 vision. I told the girl, don't worry, another 15 years time, 20 years time, definitely India will become economically developed. And you can sing the song of India. And the same spirit echoed everywhere but during 2003, a new thing I saw, while interacting with the youth, I have so far met 15 million youth in the country. During 2009, while interacting with the youth, I had seen a marked change in the thinking of the youth. They were always asking me, what can I give to the nation? This is different. This girl asked, when I can sing a song of India, this period 2003 to 2007, they started asking, what can I give to the nation? Not one or two, thousand students. That means youth are ready to contribute for the national development. During the last 6 months, I see a further change. Wherever I meet the youth, they always tell me, I can do it. See the confidence when I can sing a song of India, to what can I give to, and then I can do it. That means I can do it means transform it, we can do it. We can do it, India will do it. So this type of confidence level has come. So they are aspiring to see a developed India before 2020. So this experience gives me the confidence that certainly India will become an economically developed nation before the year 2020, another 8 years' time. But if our political leaders have a vision and push it. But the question is how to sustain the development beyond 2020 is the challenge. Now I am going to talk to you, assuming India has economically developed, how to sustain it. Let me now focus on what are the new thoughts. First new thought is, what are the mechanisms to ensure that the benefits of the developed India reach the bottom of the pyramid through user community pyramid. We have evolved user community pyramid. And there we are trying to say how technology, services, and various policies all finally should reach the bottom of the people, means people, intended people. Second one, how to monitor the progress of its development indicators using societal development radar. We have developed what's called, we will talk to you, it will come in the slide, a societal development radar we have developed. Using that, you can say what is the level of benefit has reached to the particular section of the people. Now let me give some case study how to ensure that the sustainable development reaches the people fully on time. Now with all those things, finally one great thing needed, leadership. If you have to do the sustainable development successfully and reach the people, and what we need, what is the leadership qualities needed for envisioning great mission for national development, I am going to talk to you. These are the 4 areas. You can see the 4, you have seen that 4 areas in the slides? Okay. Now I am going to take up the sustainable development system dimensions. Dear friends, I will share my thoughts on how to reinforce sustainability in the development process. The areas which I am going to discuss are multidimensional, and it's oriented towards bringing sustainable development to 700 million people. India has got 700 million people who live in the 600,000 villages as you see it. The need of the hour is the evolution of sustainable system which act as enablers and bring inclusive growth and integrated development to the nations of the world. One such sustainable development system in the mission is provision of urban amenities in the rural area through creation of three connectivities, namely physical connectivity, electronic connectivity, and knowledge connectivity, leading to the economic connectivity. Today, Pura system, it has graduated in a unique system for sustainable development across the world. There are number of Pura established by many institutions in the country, and Government of India has also progressing Pura as a national mission. Since Pura is being progressed as a national mission by the Government of India through public and private partnership mode, implementing Pura in various states, and also number of private initiatives have started to establish Pura complexes, I am not going to discuss in detail. You can see here Pura providing urban and rural area. There are connectivities, physical connectivity, you show physical connectivity, electronic connectivity, and knowledge connectivity. These three connectivities bring the economic connectivity to 700,000 villages. Now friends, the experience of the Pura and how the Pura has become the national program are explained in detail in the book Target 3 Billion. These 3 billion refers to rural population of the world. Today, India or any other nation for that matter, how to reach the reforms and the benefits to the targeted population. Based on my working with the multiple universities in India and abroad, during my teaching and research assignment, I have come to the conclusion that it is the essential sustainable development system to be purposeful and successful. Hence, we have evolved two unique systems. One is called user community pyramid. User community pyramid. For monitoring the benefits of the sustainable development for the targeted population. Now let me discuss what is the user community pyramid. Water, energy, waste, pollution, mobility and biodiversity, how they are going to be connected with user community. The second aspect is societal development radar. You can see that second societal development radar to review and monitor how the user community has benefited from the user community. Now let me discuss user community pyramid for achieving the sustainable development. This is a new thought, so I thought of explaining slightly details. User community pyramid goes like this. Sustainable development refers to mode of human development in which resource use aims to meet human needs while preserving the environment so that these needs can be met not only in the present but also for the generation to come. That's sustainability. Friends, world has so far seen the development, rapid development and social development, economic development and political development. But due to the dwindling of natural resources and the increase in population leading to more than 7 billion in the world, today it's essential to think of sustainable development in every aspect of human life, in every sector of economy. So far, much of the data being generated by the nation using the technologies developed, knowledge acquired through various means of data collection over terrestrial as well as communication periodically. I was asking myself, what do we learn from so many terrestrial and mobile networks, satellites for remote sensing and communication, so many ground sensors, so many flight systems, so much data received from various data capturing systems. When we analyze the data, what is the resultant that can give us the rural population, 3 billion people, to empower them with information, knowledge, wisdom, to improve their own quality of life? I was thinking, what will be the unique approach that will help to achieve sustainable development? I would like to propose an integrated solution for sustainable development through a unique model designed by me called user community pyramid, which uses the convergence of technology for bringing development to the people using natural resources optimally for the generation to come. Friends, let me now give me a visualization of the sustainable development model using the convergence of technologies for remote areas development, including rural areas covering 3 billion population. I would like to present my visualization of a user community pyramid structure linking the following: natural resources, information communication, convergence of technologies, societal business model, application, and users. Now let me discuss in detail how to achieve sustainable development in a given user community pyramid. What is the objective of UCP, user community pyramid? There are many national initiatives in the ground level, as you know, with the help of technologies to protect the environment and bring the sustainable development. Sustainability for safe drinking water and water for irrigation, reducing the pollution using technology and best practices, adapting more renewable energy resources to reduce the dependency on the fossil fuel, managing the mobile resources so that it does not affect the environment and lead to further deterioration of health and environment, and re-enrich the biodiversity, thereby bringing peace and economic prosperity to the nation. How to do that? Look at the bottom of the slide. Now I am going to come to the pyramid I am going to show you. Bottom of the pyramid. What is the bottom of the pyramid? The users are called bottom of the pyramid in the user community pyramid. They are the vital link for the economic activities and the beneficiary of sustainable development. You see that all this sea, land, river, mountain, forest, can you show that? All of them called resources, which is marked here. Now what resources, natural resources, are the basis for the sustainable development. We should not damage the natural resources. We have natural resources such as sea, land, water, rivers, mountain, forest, and climate change. The sustainable development in every aspect of the above is essential in promoting and protecting the environment. We have seen using the natural resources for the human development, using the science and technology and its application, but at the same time polluting the environment in the form of CO2 emission, carbon dioxide emission, deforestation, polluting the land, sea and river in the form of industrial municipal waste, fertilizer. Today natural resources are dwindling and the environment is polluted, leading to the global warming. What do we do? Now I propose what's called convergence of technology. This side you can see the convergence of technology, and today due to the convergence of technology such as bioscience, information science, nanoscience and eco-science technology resulting into a clean green technologies lead to multiple products and system in water, energy, environment, pollution, waste and biodiversity healthcare. For example, solar technologies have given the first 700 megawatt solar power in Gujarat. Nanofilter technology has given the safe drinking water solution and nano packaging and eco technology has given the biodegradable packaging solution. Research and development is certainly progressing using the convergence of technology, which will give the clean products, Now friends, for example, now I want to tell you information communication technology. You can see that information communication technology. Here you indicate this, information communication technology. Information collection, generation and dissemination through communication network and technologies over the terrestrial satellite networking has attained a new dimension due to the convergence of geospatial technology. This helps to monitor and track the natural resources, helps to plan for improving the environment and enrich the biodiversity. The information mining and its analysis will transform into knowledge. Information communication system will collect data from the land and space through the terrestrial network and wireless technologies. The GPS and geospatial technology using satellite network may acquire and analyze the data for remote sensing resource mapping of land, water, sea, movement of path of the river, dimension through satellites such as Cartosat and ocean Cartosat is Indian satellite. Modern geospatial analytical tools may analyze data from data mining of the wealth of the data generated, which may enrich the knowledge on how to bring sustainable development in multiple areas such as waste, pollution, energy, mobility, and biodiversity. We need to evolve innovative societal business model so that you can see the business model, societal business model indicated there. We have to evolve innovative societal business model so that the research results of convergence of technology are used by human development in a sustainable way. Societal business model, what is that? At one side, technology-based system development resulted our scientific research. Other side, evolving an innovative business model which will take the technologies to the users of creating sustainable development systems. Socio-economic application for the unique societal business model which will empower and enrich the users such as farmers, fishermen, skilled workers, people living in the rural areas. When the sustainability development societal business model is applied, that will result into the use of available natural resources optimally, recycle it without polluting the environment, at the same time make it available for the generation to come so that global peace and prosperity is assured. Now enriching the bottom of the pyramid, this is the bottom of the pyramid. Now ultimately the research results will have to benefit the people with pollution-free environment, green environment, safe drinking water, also water resource management, zero waste discharge system will not pollute the environment, using technologies will reduce the carbon footprint, use of renewable energy resources for achieving the energy independence, use of navigation and resource mapping to maximize the use of mobile resources as a river flow for the optimal utilization of water, ultimately improve the biodiversity by enriching the environment which is congenial for its growth to manage a life cycle balance. The sustainable technologies have to help improve the quality of living conditions of the people. Then it's possible the sustainable development has reached the bottom of the pyramid, which is the ultimate benefit of the defined user community pyramid. You can say it's a user community pyramid. Whatever the money spent, whatever the effort put, the bottom of the pyramid is not benefiting. So I have built a model how all the user community pyramid, a convergence of technology one side, sustainable development another side resources, all of the linking, how we can reach fishermen, farmers, rural people and citizens, civil administration, police administration and judicial administration. I brought all of them through the bottom of user community pyramid. Now it's a nice thing, we have got a user community pyramid. Now how to monitor? How much benefits it has reached the people? Now, purpose of establishing, we have established what is called the societal development radar. The purpose of establishing the development radar is to review and monitor how the community pyramid has benefited the users. This is the radar. You can see the development radar, the essential empowerment, and when I'm telling, my friend will be showing you, this is the basis of our approach of development radar based on 8 essential empowerment attributes, which are critical to the realization of our goal, a happy, prosperous, peaceful society, beginning at the base of the pyramid of these traits. What are the 8 traits? What are the 8 attributes? Food and nutrition, access to water, both potable and irrigation, access to health care, access to income generation capacity, access to education capacity building, and access to quality power and communication, and access to and also the state of societal conflict. So, democratic society, some conflicts are there, but we should know what are the conflicts. Then access to financial services, so that access to financial services, and these are the 8 attributes. In the societal development radar, what you are seeing, we have given 3 targets as shown in the radar. One is the current status of 8 social attributes. This is what my friend shows. This is a status. For example, it's a particular state. The second target is the medium-term target. the another target is showing. The third target is long-term target with specific schedule. Societal transformers in multiple nations can deploy when they are developing technologies. What are the applications which will empower the user community pyramid, and the outcome may be tracked and monitored through the societal development radar using by societal panchayat leaders and district authorities, district magistrates. And the mechanism for monitoring the progress are implemented in an integrated manner, then India or any other developing nation can transform as visualized. Now let me give my visualization of India as an economically developed India by the year 20. In 8 years' time, with all our youth power, with all our resources, and with the determination that India should become an economically developed nation, how in 8 years you should look like? A nation where rural and urban divide has been reduced to thin line. A nation where there is an equitable distribution and adequate access to energy and quality water. A nation where agriculture, industry and service sector work together in symphony. A nation where education with value system is not denied to any meritorious candidates because of societal or economic discrimination. A nation which is the best destination for the most talented scholars, scientists and investors. That name you must get. A nation where the best of healthcare is available to all. A nation where the governance is responsive, transparent and corruption free. Minimum conditions. Nation where poverty has been totally eradicated, literacy removed and crimes against women and children absent, and none in the society feels alienated. A nation that is prosperous, healthy, secure, devoid of terrorism, peaceful and happy, and continues with a sustainable growth path. Finally, a nation that is one of the best places to live in and is proud of its leadership. These are the 10 pillars of development. I visualize in 8 years' time, with the background of a 600 million youth power and the vision in front of us, definitely it is possible to work for it. Now, how to do that? To achieve the distinct profile of India, we have the mission of transforming India into a developed nation. We have identified 5 areas: one, agriculture and agro-food processing, value addition, which we don't do now; education and healthcare, particularly the women education, highest priority we have given; information communication technology to connect 600,000 villages in our country where 700 million people live; and the reliable and quality electric power, surface transport and infrastructure for all parts of the country; and self-reliance critical technologies. In these 5 areas are closely interrelated, and with the youth power progressing in coordinated way, leading to food, economic and national security, above all earning capacity of the youth. Now friends, what is important I want to show to you, we have introduced what is called a societal, that is empowerment through societal entrepreneurship. It's a new idea I want to share with you. Another example is value addition to mangoes in Malahabad and processed nutrition fortified food, and make it available to the masses with a priority the local market with only the necessary margin on price. In this way, the social entrepreneur will be the bridge among the local product, local nutrition need, technology and marketing. At the same time, venture would be the financially sustainable. Also, the farmers would be benefited, the customer will have access to quality product. So friends, this would require the setting up of a total about 100,000. I have suggested to the Chief Minister. This would require setting up of about 100,000 social enterprises across the state to serve its 200 million people along the dimensions. I have listed also food and nutrition, about 20,000 social enterprises, access to water both potable and irrigation, about 15,000 social enterprises, Access to healthcare, about 15,000 social enterprises. Access to income generation, about 15,000 social enterprises. Access to education capacity building, about 15,000. Like this it goes on. Then access to quality power and communication application, 5,000 social enterprises. Like that I have given, each of the social enterprises can employ about 50 social entrepreneurs which can be who can be educated, unemployed youth, which will be a partner in the development of the empowerment of the state of the UP. Industry and academia can take the task of training these social entrepreneurs as per the need. This can be supported with a stipend against their impact along the socio-economic line discussed above. So from these social entrepreneurs of UP can work with the communities at the grassroots level along the empowerment radar as indicated already. This will help find value-added employment for the 25 lakh unemployed and underemployed youth in the state and also open avenues for additional youth. So each region can be mapped along the dimensions of the present and target state. So friends, finally I would like to say that in conclusion friends, for all this what I talked so far I have discussed Sustainable Development Mission, how to bring prosperity to 3 billion people of the world through the Sustainable Development System called PURA, and finally how to reach the research results of the Sustainable Development Mission using the user community pyramid framework and monitor the progress of the sustainable development through societal development radar. For such an environment, sustainable development of the nation, youth of the nation have to work together to create green, clean environment without pollution, having prosperity without poverty, peace without fear of war, and happy place to live for all citizens of the nations of the world. For realizing such mission, nation needs creative leader. This creative leadership I learned from my experience in the ISRO's program, a defense research program, and PURA providing urban amenities a rural area. So from these three programs, success and the problems we faced, and I evolved what is called creative leader of a nation, how he or she should be. Leader must have a vision, number one. Next one, leader must have passion to transform the vision into action. Leader must be able to travel into an unexplored path. Leader never travel in the explored path of others. Leader must be able to travel into an unexplored path. Leader must know how to manage success and failure. You can manage easily success. Failure is a very big challenge. Leader must have courage to take decision. Leader should have nobility in management. Every action of the leader should be transparent. And leader must work with integrity and succeed with integrity. This is the crucial point for 21st century. Leaders should work with integrity and succeed with integrity. For success in all the mission, it is essential to have leaders who have the traits as I mentioned, and I would like them called creative leaders. I call them creative leaders. Creative leadership means exercise the vision to change the traditional role from the commander to coach, manager to mentor, from dictator to delegator, director to delegator, and from one who demands the respect to one who facilitates self-respect. Let us create an environment of peace and prosperity through the power of young and experienced. So my best wishes to all of you and the Penguin team for promoting Sustainable Development Mission beyond 2020. May God bless you all, friends. I can take some questions or some suggestion. You may have some. Yes, sir. Get up.
Creative leadership, rest will all be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The idea is I shared my experience. What is the definition of creative leadership? And definitely, for example, 1960 there was two leaders. They thought at that time we were producing 50 million tons of food. Wheat chip had to come from America. One political leader, C. Subramaniam, and a technology leader, Dr. M. S. Swaminathan, they said, what is this? Wheat chip, we are waiting. Why not we create our own food? And that decision of a vision, today we are generating 250 million of food. Sarabhai, vision of a space. At that time, no communication satellite, but he visualized We need communication satellite. So, friends, visionary we need. I agree with you. Okay. Yes, sir.
Sir, what about connectivity all over?
Connectivity.
Yes, sir. We have got empowerment radar, but I don't see connectivity in this. What do you?
Connectivity. I have first thing connectivity. Can you connect it? Ponraj, my friend needs connectivity. I said physical connectivity. Pura providing urban amenities means physical connectivity plus electronic connectivity plus knowledge connectivity equal to economic connectivity. What is physical connectivity? We need 7,000 pura in our country. That is 50 to 100 villages. You cluster them. That means road, it needs facilities, it needs schools, it needs colleges, and it needs certain rail services. Then electronic connectivity, your core computers, you have to train them. So we have discussed what are the three connectivities in Pura that will lead to economic connectivity. My talk is only full of, you need connectivities, physical, electronic, knowledge, connectivity leads to economic connectivity. Okay, sir? Okay, this side. No, this side, because all the questions that side.
Well, you have talked about how we can achieve sustainable development and how we can monitor those. But the thing is, those people who are about to do all these things, the youth, I am belonging the age group of 22, and I have seen my most of my friends that they are not, intend to think about creativity. They are not intend to go beyond the defined way. They all are, to achieve in the race of getting a good job, or I am an MBA student, so I have seen in my college, nobody is, concerned about the new thing or new exploration contributing the society. So how to, motivate them?
First,
one thing.
Yeah.
You know what they think. Yesterday we have a conversation in our managerial communication class that how we can contribute in society, what we should be at the time of interview, should be our value system. Most of people are saying that bribing should be there. If I am a marketing guy, I should bribe the frontier guy to pass out my order. This kind of value system is in us. So how can we?
Well, I think you are giving a lecture now. It is like this. First of all, you should not worry what others are doing. Okay, you do your job perfectly. Okay, you do your job perfectly. 1 minute. That's all. That's the end of it. Your job perfectly. Second thing, value system. Value system comes from 3 people. Okay, 3 people only taken up to age 17. Afterwards, very difficult. Okay, who are they? Father, mother in a spiritual environment. And the third one, primary school teacher. Okay, good. Okay, if you miss that, you are missed always. Okay, next one. Next, you please sit down. Next, yes. Yes, sir. No, he's asking question. How can you come? Okay.
My question.
Sit down. I will call you.
Professor Kalam is a lot of emphasis has been given by you to gross domestic product. What about this concept which Bhutan has brought to the world of gross national happiness, meaning a little less materialistic, probably less money-minded, because materialism may not give happiness.
See,
what is your view?
My feeling is India has to manage billion people of democracy. Okay, and naturally there are 2 components. One is the economic prosperity. We need so that poverty can be reduced. Second one, in my talk I said sustainability of value system. Okay, sustainable value system. The sustainable value system comes in, then definitely the combination we will be happy citizen. We don't need to go anywhere, sir. Just we think what is needed for the country. Okay. One more question in the middle. Now I am not coming there. I have finished 3 questions there. I have to finish 3 questions. You hold on. 1 minute. One more question. Yes.
Sir, thank you so much for the optimism, and thank you, Penguin, for giving us an opportunity. But just a small question. Can you think Do you think we can sing a song of corruption-free, developed India beyond 2020? That's a simple
Fantastic.
question.
I want to tell you, madam, I want to tell you one thing. Recently, I was in a college, okay? There, one young boy got up. He said, Mr. Kalam, I want to live corruption-free India. Tell me what I should do. Did you see your question and the boy's question? There's a lot of difference. He says, tell me as a young fellow, what I should do to remove the corruption. He asked. My answer was, every home has got father, every home has got a mother, and it is understood 60 million houses are corrupt, 30% of the houses are corrupt in our country. 200 million houses, out of that, 30% are corrupt, that is 60 million houses. I said, oh young fellow, if you got courage, if you find, unfortunately, your father corrupt, can you go and tell him don't do that? For some time, like what you are having silence, he is also having silence. Then he got up, and all the youth got up. They said, if our parents corrupt, we will go and tell them and remove the corruption. Now, my answer to your question is, there are two possibilities. One is Anna Hazare route, okay? Anna Hazare route. That route definitely one day going to bring us a very, very powerful law for anti-corruption, okay? Powerful law. If all of us work for it, powerful law. But what will do? Powerful law, jail, all the prison will get filled up. You do understand? Do you want that? I want to see that how the young children can change their parents. Do you follow? The both should go together. Do you agree or no? You agree. How many of you agree? All of you agree. Fantastic. Okay. Now decide. Yes, you get up. You follow, get up.
So my question is, while talking about creating leaders...
Slowly, what do you want to say?
Okay. So my question is, while talking about creating leaders,
Creative leader.
Exactly. It seems as if it is more for creating business and management leaders. When it comes to creating political leaders or someone who can run the administration, our mentors, our parents, our teachers, they say, when you are reading newspaper, read the financial part, read the business news, but don't go into politics. It's a dirty area.
Time, my dear friend, that time has gone. Now, I meet people, young people. I said 15 million young people I have met. Every forum I ask, how many of you want to become political leaders? At least 50 hands lifted up, young fellows, okay? 50, 100 hands out of thousands, okay? So there is a change is there in the attitude. So creative leader means it is not only non-political. Creative leader, politics also creative leader. Pandit Nehru was a creative leader, okay? Mahatma Gandhi was a creative leader. So we have politics also creative leader, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Where are you sitting? Okay. The last one.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, I want to know that how can we manage our failures? I have not been recommended at SSB.
What are you doing?
Sir, I'm pursuing bachelor's in technology in instrumentation and control.
See, it's a fantastic question because I want to tell you the one incident, okay? Incident 1979. I was the project director, mission director of SLV-3, first rocket system for India, put the satellite. I launched after thousands of people working very hard. It was a failure on that day, okay? In 1977, August 10th, it was a failure. Now what happened? On that day there was a press conference, okay? Press conference. My chief at that time, Professor Satish Dhawan, Chairman, Indian Space Research Organization. He told me, you are the project director, mission director. You are worked for days and days. I am not going to disturb, but you come to the press conference. I went there. Press asked all sorts of questions. National press, international press, they said, what, so much of money you put Bay of Bengal into putting the satellite in the orbit, like that, Lot of discussion was there. Then finally, Professor Satish Dhawan said, This is the first launch we have failed. Definitely our scientists will be given capacity building and management authority will be given and a lot of empowerment will be done. Definitely NAIR will succeed. That year, next year, 1980, the satellite, the launch vehicle was launched, rocket was launched, first stage worked, second stage worked, third stage worked, fourth stage worked. It gave 7 kilometers per second and satellite went to orbit, successful. Now what happened on that day? On that day there was a press conference. Professor Satish Dhawan told me, you go and conduct the press conference. Do you follow? When success came, he gave to his team the success. When the failure came, the leader absorbs. See, this quality, this how you can manage the problems, manage the failure. You should have a courage to accept the failure and of your people subordinates, your team members. When the success comes, you give to your team members. This is the lesson I learned, I want to share with you. Okay, sir? One more? Yes.
Sir, good evening. My name is Chanakya. Me and my friends are civil service aspirants here. So we would like to I would like to ask you how our preparation should be oriented.
How?
Our preparation should be oriented. Basically, civil service aspirants only study to crack the exam.
Yeah.
But could you please tell us a different way?
See, how our preparation be oriented for services. Examination, service, IAS exam you want to write? See, I personally believe there is a 4-dimensional problem, okay? For example, in my life it happened, many people's life it happened. You see, do you see this light? You see the light? Bulb, when you see, whom do you remember? Light and bulb? Edison you remember, isn't it? And when the aircraft flies, whom do you remember? Wright brothers. When the telephone bell rings, whom do you remember? One scientist, Indian scientist, is traveling from London to Calcutta in the ship, 1930s. He saw sea was blue, sky was blue. He asked a question, why? He worked hard 7 years, he got a Nobel Prize. Who is that guy? Sir C. Raman discovered backscattering of light. Okay? It is due to backscattering of light. Why you are remembering them? Why you are remembering? They are unique. They are unique. Why they are unique? They had 4 qualities, great qualities. Okay? Number 1, they had a great aim, not small aim. They had, repeat with me, they had great aim. Number 2, they continuously acquire the knowledge through great books, great human beings, great teachers. Continuously acquire the knowledge. Third one, sweat, hard work. Fourth one, perseverance. They are not afraid of problem. They become the captain of the problem, defeat the problem, and succeed. Okay? So if these 4 qualities there, you are assured IAS.
So one question from upstairs, please. One question from upstairs here.
Upstairs. I'm happy. Yeah. I forgot to upstairs is there.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So you talked about development. So sometimes people may be having justified or unjustified fears about development, like in nuclear development. So don't you think it's important to answer those fears before we go on with the development? And do you think we are doing enough for it?
Well, madam, it's a good question from upstairs. I want to tell you, basically, I also belong to that field, the nuclear field. Now, as soon as the Fukushima situation came, I visited number of seashore nuclear reactors. And I reviewed the nuclear reactors with my friends. And all our nuclear reactors have got three-tier safety locks. So something happens, the second tier takes over. So always radiation will contain. It's a new feature our nuclear reactors have got. And also you should remember the nuclear energy, clean energy. Fossil fuel, when you come to the car, when you come in the car today for this place, attending the conference, 1 liter of petrol generates 2 kilograms of carbon dioxide. The whole world generates 30 gigatons of carbon dioxide. We should come out of it. We should go for solar power. We should go to wind power. We should go to nuclear power. we should go to hydropower, we should go biofuel. Okay? Okay.
Sir, I have one question. Sir, from...
last question who?
Sir, here.
Last
Sir, on the, from the balcony, sir.
You are the last question, fellow. Get up.
Disparity which is widening like anything.
See,
and we talk about so often like some billionaires making money, but that is not helping the people in the bottom of pyramid. So how can we really bring the deficit in the
mechanism is pura. Mechanism is providing urban amenities rural area where 100,000 population, you are giving the capacity building. 100,000 population, there will be 2,000 families. At least a few percent of family will get the capacity building, earning capacity. That's called sustainability. Instead of giving the money, you build the capacity building you do. That's what we are planning. That's how it will narrow down. It will narrow down. Okay? So friends, last question is asked. Now the organizers have to say that. I will suggest yes.
Sir, this side.
A lot of people waiting.
Sir, shall I ask my question? Sir, here from balcony.
Balcony. Balcony, yes, you can ask one more question.
Sir, whatever the research is done in the field of satellite technology, we have achieved a status of developed nation. But why the same thing is not done in the field of ethanol, taking ethanol as a fuel?
In the field of?
In the fuel of energy for vehicles like ethanol, what is...
See, what I believe, I saw recently in the Western India, I visited one village. That village generates 170 megawatt solar power. One single village. 20 entrepreneurs, 10 from outside the country and 10 from India. They are generating, total state generates 700 megawatt power. It looks to me we have potential. What we need the leadership, creative leadership. Definitely it is possible, okay?
I'm asking why the same research is not conducted for the ethanol, taking ethanol as a fuel for our country, because we have a sugarcane, we have great fields, we have irrigation.
Ethanol is all proven technology. What it means is the economy of it. Today, the economy, for example, there is something has come what is called Jatropha. Yes. Jatropha plantation, 40% oil content. So this can come in the minimum water condition. So there is Chhattisgarh, they are having millions of hectares, they are harvesting that one. So I believe the future energy will be biofuel. It may be the Jatropha based biofuel. That's what we expect. Some research going on in agricultural universities and also industries developing for esterification machines for that. And definitely in 5 years time we'll find a lot of changes. Friends say, I have to go. See, what I want to tell you, my mail, you note down my mail, APJ@APJabdulKalam.com. APJ, remember, APJ@APJabdulKalam.com. You send your question, 24 hours you get the reply. I said every day I'll see the mail. 24 hours you get the reply. Okay? So, okay, friend? Thank you. So,